Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium from the 10.
Here we go, set.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that would get a 3rd and 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They look to avoid early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right, ETN to about the 40-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. ETN once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. There will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with ETN. And he is swallowed up right at the line line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a ball run by the D-line.
Yeah, oftentimes it's run by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Hey, got it! Hey, you! Hey, take it!
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he's able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's running for one on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
7 yards there and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this one off with Etienne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch him a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And for a while, when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard. That's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
In motion left is Wilson. Second and 11. And this one is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the three. Instead, they allowed him room.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point being good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out to Mostert. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll take it inside the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Right? It's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Agnew now to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, hold it. Hey, Lewis. Hey, nice second.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence, he'll get this off to ETN. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. ETN up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Yeah.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Lawrence on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Field flat. Blue striker. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Slot man moves right.
Check right.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
The pass rush pressure is really starting to increase on the quarterback now. They bring him down for a sack and a big loss, and back him up further as he tries to lead a scoring drive in a one-possession game here late.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jags, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.